Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today, I'm covering the newest snapshot, which is Minecraft 25W32A. And you know, the F3 screen looks kind of mirrored, which is interesting. Also, so yeah, the first thing we can see is now it does this. It can be turned on and off outside in the main menu. This is really interesting. And it also looks like it's been mirrored. Also, there's a new loading screen when you load into a world. Also, this was in the last snapshot though, so like we don't really have to talk about this. So this update adds a whole bunch of new stuff. Basically, we now have retext. Basically, Mojang took all the iron stuff and just retextured it under copper stuff. Now it has oxidation. But in all seriousness, they added copper torches, which these are pretty cool. And I pressed the wrong button. So yeah, but these are pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like it's kind of weird how it looks so green, because usually when you look up like the copper torches, it looks more like this. It looks like a little bit almost closer to the steel torches. That's because copper, it's a certain copper compound that produces the green, but it can also produce like the more like aqua looking color. But like, yeah, that's pretty cool that like now you can have copper and torches and stuff. And there's a lantern still, and we got the chains as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now we can look at the shelves. Now, this is the cool thing. I don't know. Personally, I think I liked it better. I liked the shelves better when it was like sitting there in the middle than just this weird like. It just like that. It just feels. It just. I think it looks kind of. I don't know. Like this just. I don't like this. I like it when it was in the middle. It looks better that way. That's just how I feel about it. I like the previous iteration of it. Should I just use a texture pack there or something like that? But yeah, that's cool. They added shelves for like every wood variant, I think. And yeah, it's like people are saying that basically we now have vertical slabs. You know, this kind of is vertical slabs. You just go like that, and now you can kind of build your house out of vertical slabs. Boom, vertical slabs. So yeah. And yeah, you can like power these with redstone. Can't do anything though. So let's just power it, and then we can just go like, let's swap out a power. Now this is really cool. It doesn't really matter where you click it, it just completely swaps it out. What if you're looking at it from here? It doesn't do anything from here, yeah. That's pretty cool. I think that's a really cool change. It's kind of it though. Like, here's my problem. Here's what I think about the drops. I think the drops are cool. It's cool that we're getting all these features, but like it's kind of like that's it. That's everything. That's all that's being added. Just like the shelf. Like I guess these chains are cool. I don't really care because like I don't go around placing chains anyway. But for builders, I guess that's cool. Same with the copper lanterns. Well, the copper lantern, I might actually use that. But like, I hope in Vibrant Visuals, it like produces green light instead of just being a retextured torch, because that'd be stupid. It's just a more expensive torch. Just in what? Because it's retextured and looks green? I can just put on a texture pack. But I'm just saying it looks cool. But I hope it like produces like, does something different So it's not just a retextured item. Well, I guess it looks cool. Actually, no, you could use that for like Halloween stuff. Actually, yeah. Now we need copper campfires, and boom, it's completed. They forgot about that. Also, they finally made the lightning rod. So here's why I think the lightning rod didn't originally have oxidation. It's because the lightning rod is like it's gonna get struck by lightning. It's a tool. It's an object made with the sole purpose of getting struck by lightning. So what's the point of making it oxidized? Because it's gonna get struck by lightning, which is gonna reset the oxidation. So they probably thought that it would be kind of redundant to make it oxidized when like it's probably never gonna even be oxidized because it's just gonna get struck by lightning and unoxidize itself. But it would just, you know, it's just like I guess like a quality of life thing to make it finally have oxidation levels, because you know it does make sense because it's not always thundering. It's kind of rare sometimes, so it wouldn't have enough time to oxidize. Although this one isn't oxidizing, unoxidized. It's not waxed. Yeah, I don't know. Let's wait for it to strike again. Yeah, it's not working. But like, basically it would do that. So yeah, that's kind of everything though. Like this update doesn't, like, oh yeah. Also, they retextured dyes, but like, who cares? That's just like texture change. That doesn't really change how they work. It just changes how they look. So I guess it's cool, but it's like, yeah, not really that big of a deal because all it does is change the texture. It doesn't change how the item works. And then yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this update doesn't really do all. I mean, it does add the copper golem. But it's not like we're getting a big update that adds a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully Mojang makes an actual 1.22 update. Because what they should be doing is they should be making drops, while at the same time they're like coming up with ideas for their next big update. And then they could work on that and then make some drops. So it's like the drops are like it's like you're getting some cupcakes before they give you the big birthday cake, you know? Because like I don't know. But yeah. The copper golems. I think the copper golems need like a few buffs. Like they should be faster and stuff. And yeah. Okay, but enter the nether. How'd I get out of here? Yeah, is there anything I missed actually? I mean, I placed the torch, the lantern, the chain, you know. Look at the shelf. Yeah, and then there's the copper chest. Wait, hold on, I want to see something. Can you craft? What the heck? Can you craft a copper chest? You can. Okay, here's one thing. Mojang, make it so that you can craft a copper chest without the copper golem. So that way, if you just want the chest, because it looks kind of cool, so you could have that chest instead of having, you know, you could just craft the chest and make the chest, because that would be cool. Because you know, you might not want like a copper golem. Maybe you just want the chest because it looks cool. So yeah, just add that. Let's see, can you craft it like this? Oh wait, no, you can! You can craft a copper chest. Never mind. Yeah, it works, guys. You can craft a copper chest. It's just a chest surrounded by copper. That's cool because this chest looks kind of super cool and has this cool sound. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything in the update though. So yeah. Let me see. What's this? Oh, that's moss. Well, alright, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.